Yeah. To the word. Guess who's back on the charts? Guess who's back with a ton?
Okay, so good evening to you all. You are welcome to another episode of Geo Talk. Today we would like to look at the part 2 of our openstreet tutorials, and really quick, you open openstreetmap.org. I've already illustrated that in our first video. You open the page as is seen on this screen. You type in your username and your password, and then you hit on login. It's supposed to log you into your account. As you can see here, that's my account. If you are logged in, it opens a very pretty simple account as such for you, and I've already illustrated that. You search for your location where you want to map. So for instance, I want to map the University of Education, Winneba. Actually, it's already on my screen. So when you type wherever you want to map, it shows in here, and then you open to where you want to map. So this is actually the University of Education, Winneba. And if you are familiar with this, you will know this is the entrance. This is the entrance. It's a two-way street. You enter, and this is the simple roundabout. I want to be very real quick on this and then map a few features. I've already established the fact that we'll be looking at how to digitize some features on OpenStreetMap today. So this is the simple roundabout. We want to digitize a few features over here. So those familiar with this place, this is the simple roundabout. You move to this section, and we have the art department here. You can see some of these buildings have already been mapped. So there's the art department that moves in here, enters the art department. Now there's one other thing that we want to map over here. Because it's vector digitization, we have only point lines and areas that we can map over here. Now this place, there is a link route from this joint passing through this is where the small gate is. So there's a small gate here. You pass through the small gates, and then you enter into the town and then join this route. This route also links us down here to where those shops are. Filippo's shop, it's along this section. So what we want to do now is we want to first use the point to show. Actually, we want us to show the small gate, but I don't know if we want to use. Let me use the point so that we can show the small gates here. Now, before you edit, I already have the page already. But when you open the page, it opens a blank page for you where there are no digitization. So what you do is you click on edit, and then you click on edit with in browser editor. These two editors are also very effective, but then they need some additional extensions like the portlet. You'd have to install the Flash player first. So I advise we all use the in browser editor. That's the first one. You click on it, and then it opens a page of search for you. Now when you have this page, you can use any of these three options here to make your digitizations. So the first thing we want to do now is establish the small gate. So this is the small gate. It's here. So I click on the point. It depends on what you want to show. You click on the point, and then since we want to show a particular location, a point, we cannot choose any of these unless we choose the point. So you choose the point, and then you go to where you want to put the small gate. You fix the point there, and it opens something like this for you. So you come here, and then you can search these fields and select anything that you want to place there. if it's a bar, a fast food, a cafe, any of those you can select it. But then this is a gate, so let's see if we can get a gate here. So we have a gate. What type of gate is there? This is anyway, so let's just choose. It's not a city gate, it's not an airport gate, it's not an ATM. Okay, so for the sake of the tutorial, should I remove? Let me choose city gate, and then we name it small gate. So you have small gates. So we have small gates. Because we chose the city gate, it's asking us of some basic descriptions, but then we ignore that. And then start date, we ignore that also. We ignore all of these. So we've done our first edit. That's a point, a location. You can do that to a building, anything that you can use a point to identify. You can use the points feature. But the next thing you want to do is to link this road to this road, because there is a link road here. There's a footpath that links this to this. So you click on line, because we are dealing with a road. You click on line, then you link this to this. So if you are done, you just double click on the last point, then it will select it for you. Now what road is that? I think it's a footpath, so let's look for a footpath. This is a footpath, and no. So this is a line and it's a footpath, so we can call it the small gate link. That means it links this the art department through the small gate to the main road in town. So we have the small gate link, and then is it asphalt? It's just the ground. We do not know the meter, we do not know any of these, so we can just skip them. But these are there at your own disposal. You can just do any type of edits you want with them. So that is it. We are done with our second feature. So as you can see, we've done one footpath, we've done 1 point. So we've made use of the point and then the line. We've made use of these two features. It's left with the area, which is a polygon feature. So you can add parks, building, lakes, or other areas to the map using the area feature. When I finish, I'll show you how to save all of these. Someone might ask, we did the first one, we didn't save it. Yeah, you see, we did it and we didn't save, but it's still there. When I close the page, it leaves the page. So let's create our last polygon feature so that we can save all those three together. So let's click on area. Now those familiar with this area, there's the art department, and then there's the link road. You pass through the link road, join this place, come down here. There is a hostel here and there is another hostel here. I know the name of this hostel, so let's map this hostel. So this is the Presby hostel, so we want to map this. So you just, since we've selected that already, you start by just clicking on the vantage points that you want to map. So you just add those points. Okay, so we've now created a polygon layer for the Presby hostel. You can do a few editing to it by just right clicking on it. We will look at some how to use some of these features in probably our next video. You can make it circular. You can just also move what you've just done, a square, all these. You can also delete it, you can rotate it also. So these are some few basic features that you can do, or adjustment that you can do to it. So now, what is this? This is an area we know, but then is it a building? Yeah, so let's look for building. Or okay, let's use let's try and see if there is a hostel here. Okay, so it's a hostel, so we click on hostel and then name it Presby hostel. We do not know the name of the operator, but then if you know, you can just put in there, that's my name. What type of hostel is that? Is it a guest house? It's a hostel. With the address, you can put that there. How many rooms? There are about 96 rooms in there. No internet access. We are in Winneba anyway. You don't need internet in your hostel. No internet. So so you see, we've used these three features. This is how to digitize some features in OpenStreetMap. We've used the polygon layer, the area we've selected, we've mapped this. So when we save this, we should see the changes in our map. This is a link road, and then this is also the small gates here. So let's save it. You come here, you see this feature over here called save. If you want to save, just click on it, and then it will ask you to give a brief description of your contributions. So so we can just say mapping of the Presby hostel and the small gates in UEW. Map pick. If you want someone to review your work, you just click on this. If you don't, you just click on upload. So you can see all my changes are here. You created a small gate link, a residential area, residential. This is just a modification. It's just because I click on those notes, that's why those specifications are there. So we are done. Just like that. So you can see now that in our map we have the Presby hostel. Instead, we have the Presby hostel, we have the small gates, and then we have the what's the name, the small gate link here. So you can go ahead and like OpenStreetMap pages. They are all here. So you can see just edited OpenStreetMap. Thanks for improving your map around Winneba Central area. So when you view changes on OSM, so let's see how our map now looks like. So this the area. So you can see how your map actually look like. That should so I think we mapped this section, this, and test your graphic design block, and then it might take some few minutes before the changes takes effect. So we created a link route to this, and then we had our hostel here and our small gate also here. So So you can see our changes are intact. Small gates, the link, and press viewer store. Thank you very much for watching this video. You can subscribe and leave a comment below. If you do not understand anything, you can leave a comment so that I go over it for you.
Charlie, too conscious. Donzi. Me was some on the phone.